So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking to play him in.
That's going in strongly.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Quickly taken. Diaz! Diaz! Always going over the top.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Serginho gets across to intercept that. Can he spark a counter here? And he's got away from him. Tries one from range. Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! He's got himself an absolute peach. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Serginho. More and more pressure on the ball here. Kante charging forward, the ball at his feet. And here's Drogba. Serginho. Puskas.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And they can counter here. No way through. Yamal. Serginho. And it's Kante. And it's Drogba. Drogba powering forward here. And this is Messi. And Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And here's Drogba. And here's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pass somewhat off target. Diaz.
Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He won't be happy with that one. Hakimi. Looking for the run. Hakimi finding himself in space. Chance! He's got a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Midtjylland are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
No, that was never going to make it.
Midtjylland really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Yamal.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That looks a good ball through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well timed, excellent interception. Diaz. Space for him to turn and look. He's got away. Oh, well played, well played. Yamal, and the through ball. Hakimi. Edmilson. And it's Messi. And it's Hakimi. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Aimed beyond the defence. Distributed tidily. Now it's Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Puskas has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, great leap! Harmlessly behind.
Lampard clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
That's a cute ball. And he's intervened well there. Diaz. Diaz. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Lovely bit of skill. Great vision. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Drogba. Great defending, strong and determined. That's really well manoeuvred. And he's picked out the run. Edmilson. Kimmich. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Additionnel, 1 minute.
Lampard. It's a pretty loose pass. Edmilson. And we've reached half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So we're very much on the way now.
The Dutch have a great heritage of producing some of the most talented strikers, and this one has it all.
The one and only Marco van Basten.
A scorer of outrageous goals.
Have you played against him, Jim?
No, maybe just as well.
And he's intervened well there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's a shapes to shoot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Now it's Messi. All facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Engages and forces him off the ball. Maldini does really well to win the ball there. That is good alertness. Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Serginho. That's going across. Big chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Not the most accurate pass, but it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
That is good strength. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Pedri. Oh, that is a nice touch. And there's the shot! And he's lifted it over.
Pedri most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Now it's Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Pass somewhat off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's straight offside.
PS5.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Pedri makes a dash for it. Looking for options for movement. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have...
Ronaldinho! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
It's a promising position. Xavi Alonso. That's Rijkaard.
Manchester United genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Maldini has been sent off. It was deemed a professional foul.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Driving on and making good progress. Best. He has found a way through. Schneider. And he's managed to get rid. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Now there's a find. There's the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Real chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. This is their second corner of the game. Imigresen are looking to go forward now. And this is Ronaldo. Best. Oh, he's burst through. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Tacho cuts it out.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
No way through there. Knocks it into space. Zabani kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's dealt with that really well. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
And we
Imigresen trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Chance in football.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution in progress.
So we're underway for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, played right into his path. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now that looks a decent ball. No, it's come to nothing. Imigresen do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Oh, great defending. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just...
And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Time and again they are... Takes a shot! He has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he has slightly undercooked that one. Shoots! And he's stuck it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Substitutions taking place. The attendance
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
And he's in on goal. He's picked, shot a goal. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's been played through. And that was very necessary. Ball is over the line. Tacho tries to clear. And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He is through here. Oh, that's neat. It's Ronaldinho! And again, he is at his elastic best. Manchester United get their fourth corner. Immigresen have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi. Pedri. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Ronaldinho wants to run onto this. That is ended up in no man's land. Xavi Alonso.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Tries to pass it through. Zabani calmly anticipates. Now, can they get him away? And this is Bale. Oh, that's fabulous. No foul, says the referee. Ronaldinho powering forward here. Pedri.
That was lovely, that.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looking to play him in. Can he get onto this? And that's the keeper's ball.
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And that could set him on his way. Now he's running away. Pullet crosses it in. Getting up there! Well taken goal. Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Immigresen give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Xavi Alonso.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's a sharp little ball here. Can he finish? And a neat finish. They have stolen level at the last. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Immigresen are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
$55,399,036
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We are just getting started. Now it's Semenyo. Looking for the run. He can run onto that. Now can he find a finish? Chance for a shot! Superb from Puskás!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Ingressen are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Valverde. It's not an especially good pass, that. Looking for options for movement. Lampard. Now it's Puskás. Oh, good read. Semenyo. Can he get on the end of this? And it's O'Reilly. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Valverde. And this is... And the shot! It's hit the upright. And he couldn't finish.
Bale has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Oh, that's well spotted. Zanetti. Rijkaard. And it's Zanetti. Valverde. Now it's Bale. And here's Inzaghi. Now that looks a decent ball. It's Bale! Now it's Puskás. He's on it. Can he get away? Zanetti. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And the counter is on. Nedved. Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Nedved. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And it's Lampard. That's an imaginative pass. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Inzaghi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That is good alertness. Nicely weighted ball. Puskás is in a really good position out wide. Valverde. Good chance here! Oh, he's been caught on it here! Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Nedved. And it's hit the woodwork and out! Iniesta. He won't be happy with that one. Zanetti. Valverde. Now it's Bale. Nedved with his sights permanent. Can he finish? It's fallen kindly here. And that's a tidy finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
He'll fancy himself from here.
Yeah, it's an invitation to go for goal that you just can't resist.
Cristiano Ronaldo! And that should get the job done. He's in a good... He's had a shot! Oh, good finish! And they're back in front! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
He's being urged to shoot. It's a sweeping cross. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. O'Reilly picks it up out wide. And it's Nedved. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him, a smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. Zanetti. Inzaghi. Not the most accurate pass. Valverde. Now it's Puskas. Oh, nicely intercepted. Semenyo. That ball looks a good one. That has not gone well. Ball played for Rijkaard. Pepe. And it's Nedved. And it's Bale. Nedved. Oh, super ball. Lampard. And he cuts out the supply. O'Reilly. Now, can they get him away? O'Reilly. Leicester kept his eye on it, and he's there. Schneider. Iniesta. And this is Ronaldo. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Threads one in, and this is Bale. He's dealt with that really well. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to pass it through. Tries a shot! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
And we have our very first corner. Valverde goes short. He'll try from distance. Same again, same outcome.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Looking to play him in. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able... And Puskas! Good strike, quite an alarm. O'Reilly is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And they've got a throw. It's a pretty loose pass. Bale takes a shot. Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
2 added minutes has been
Poorly
indicated.
directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And it's Nedved. Aims beyond the defence. Real chance! Vieira. Iniesta. Valverde. He's gone for goal! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Nedved. And it's Valverde. Valverde makes a dash for it. And it's half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Imigresen leading, but only just 2-1 the scoreline.
Substitution on the field. Number 2, Cristiano Ronaldo.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Number 15, Pushkash. Coming on the field.
Vitinha, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable.
Number 7, Yamal.
He's a sharp little ball here. Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Imigresen come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time. Bale! Gareth glittering Bale! He's got himself an absolute peach. Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Liverpool drag themselves back again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Knocks it into space. He is through here. Bit too much weight on the pass. Schneider. Vitinha. And it's Hazard. Oh, he's found support out wide. Goes for a shot! Good movement there, but not the best of finishes.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, perfectly measured that. Iniesta. Now it's Schneider. No way through. Now it's Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Knocks it out wide, and it's O'Reilly. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Tries to play it through. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Corner number 2 then. Vitinha with the short one. And here's Vitinha. Vitinha puts them all in. Oh, what has happened here? Imigresen have the chance to go the other way. That pass isn't the best. Now it's Yamal. And this is Lampard. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Liverpool are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Great vision. Goes for goal! O'Reilly getting this one clear. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Marcelo is always looking to play quality balls. And he's managed to get free. Bale had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about... Oh, he's having a go! Oh, it's a vicious effort.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 22, Schneider. Coming on the field, number 11.
That is
Gullit.
ended up in no man's
Number
land.
9, Pele.
Lovely pass, but can he get
Substitutions
there?
taking place.
Really fierce, close defending. Now it's Hazard. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Looking for a runner. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Maldini calmly anticipates. Imigresen still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Maldini. Gullit. Maldini. Pepe promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Inzaghi. Can he get it through? Pepe gets across to intercept that. O'Reilly. Marcelo. Now it's Hazard. And this is Inzaghi. Just about up to 75 minutes. And that is a little undercooked.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Great vision. That has been cut short. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's intervened well there.
Liverpool clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Can he get on the end of this? Marcelo providing an outlet on that flank.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Substitution.
Aimed beyond the defence. And here's Dembele. Vitinha. Tries to pass it through. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Yamal. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he get onto this? It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Marcelo venturing down the left, and it's Hazard. Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Pass somewhat off target. Looking for options for movement.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Not the most accurate pass. Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He's through here. Great ball and chance! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question, how long is there left, including stoppages?
That's good vision. Now it's Yamal. He's having a shot! That's the end. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
Hello attendees, this is
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Immigrant just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
GG. GG. D3. 5. 3-4.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. Barcelona have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
D1.
And we're underway. Foot in. Lampard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely spread. Beckham. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Back towards the middle. Distributed tidily. Wriggles his way through. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. And another try!
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the pace.
Pele! Superb from Pele! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Barcelona are in front. He just absolutely speared that in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. There's the crossfield ball. Iniesta. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Iniesta conjures time and space where few can. Beckham picks it up out wide. Beckham with the towering header! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vieira trying to keep this in. In with the challenge, Pele. Half an hour played now. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. It's a good ball out wide. Oh, it's played into the area. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Throw in. He'll try from distance. Terrific effort, just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Lampard never out of the action for very long.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
It's a really well-measured ball. No, that's too long. Salam. Rudiger. Salam. And it's Thuram. It's Lampard. Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Beckham. Pele. Turns back here, probably the best option. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Barcelona leading by 1 at the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Barcelona leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. So right back into the action. Barcelona leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And that pass just didn't quite work. Played in. Right card, getting this one clear. That's good play. Chance for a shot! And he was quick to react. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pele has found the net here, of course. Looking for options for movement. Vieira opts for safety. And here's Lampard. He's going for goal! Oh, it's hit the post! Beckham with Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, nearly, but not quite. And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. Oh, that's nice. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Barcelona are still that goal to the good. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Vieira being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he has to become a target. They've been too slow to recognise his influence.
Asciende a 96.847 espectadores.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
And this is Pele. That looks a cracking... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Great vision. Lam is in a really terrific effort. Yes! It's all becoming so easy. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
And yes, it's him again. Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Iniesta. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nice bit of trickery. But where it came from, that is a brilliant interception.
Qatar.
And he shoots! Oh, good finish. They're back within reach. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Marcó en el minuto 73 el dorsal 10.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, it looks like they just want to introduce a new focal point to the attack.
So could they be onto something here? Rijkaard. And it's Thuram. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Over to the right flank. He's in plenty of space here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, good spread. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. No, not the best of headers.
Beckham really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
Spread to the right. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Correct. He's had a shot! And he can thump it away. Qatar have opted to make another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Beckham with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
Lampard, nicely aimed pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. 5 minutes to add. And this is Ronaldo. Now it's Pele. Distributed tidily. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We're up and running then. He might be in here! And this is Lampard. Well, they've got plenty back, they can deal with that. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy, Luis Diaz, is someone I like a lot for his versatility that makes him suited for a very fluid front line. I mean, by trade, yes, he's a left winger, but he's proven himself to be decent with his back to goal, and he's a player with the potential to be prolific if you see how well he can use his pace and dribbling ability inside crowded boxes.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Pelé. Yeah, that looks a decent... And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Diaz.
Colombia definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Lerma.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point.
And the score is 1-0. Lam.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
Diaz.
For Lerma.
And here's Quintero.
Aims beyond the defence. Goes for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short.
This looks promising. Shot at goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Juan Quintero cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, well played.
Diaz clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Played in. Terrific effort! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Lerma. And it's Quintero.
Duran. And here's Diaz. Played out wide. He is just caressing the ball.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Pele. And this is Iniesta. Nice control. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Quintero.
Beckham. Oh, that's fabulous. Shoots! And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Iniesta! Colombia are looking to go forward now.
Quintero. Lukumi.
Diaz. Oh, that's delightful.
Se agregará un minuto
Can
al
they get him
tiempo
away?
reglamentario.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Barcelona coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Barcelona have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Los jugadores están entrando al campo de juego.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Threads one in. Diaz.
And that has put paid to that.
Pele. Lampard with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Lerma. And it's Quintero. And here's Quintero. Beckham. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. And the shot! Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Diaz receives it in a wide position. Vieira gets it away. Thuram, a man never lacking in drive or determination. It's a promising position. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
They've played it short.
Pings it across. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rudiger. Lampard.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido
That's Beckham.
fue de 80.607.
And it's Lampard. He's looking wide. He is through here. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Entrará al campo número 10.
Oh, that's nice.
Lampard. Oh, strongly challenged there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Can he stop it going out? Vieira. Vieira was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Quintero, that's a good ball out wide. Now it's Pele. Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. And he's going to have his name taken. Knocks it into space. Lerma. More and more pressure on the ball here. And it's Iniesta. Pele! He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Here's the return pass. Quintero, that's destined for the flank. Quintero, in with the challenge. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Played out towards the right wing. Tries to play it through. Cristiano, shot, surely! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
That's brilliant control, Peter, from an awkward height too. You know, it's great improvisation here.
A case now of complete control. And here's Diaz. Oh, some astute defending there. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Pele. James Rodriguez. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Just 5 minutes left. Now this could be a chance. Goes down, but nothing given. Vieira. Iniesta. Oh, such a clever touch. Crosses it in. Only partially clear.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo
Tries to
reglamentario.
think it. Oh, good climb! It's in! 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And there was his third and and that will be it. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Luis Diaz, will have a key role in being the link man. He's so good when it comes to progressing the ball up the pitch, and he'll often drop deep to do that. Above all, though, I like his feistiness. There's a combative and energetic edge to everything he does.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Messi. Nice control.
Messi really made the tough part look easy, and the easy part very complicated.
And we have our very first corner. Yamal with the short one. Now it's Yamal. Delivered low. And he's managed to get rid. In with the challenge.
That's going in strongly.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Kubo looking to receive it in space. Not the most accurate pass. Now there's a fine ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Yamal. That has ended up in no man's land. Quality ball. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Imigresen, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. It's a promising position. He's found a way through. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Oh, that's fabulous. Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. And here's Diaz. Knocks it into space. That has been cut short. Now it's Yamal. Great work on the overlap. Now it's Puskas. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, now he can... Iniesta! It's bounced back off the post. That's an excellent interception. Martin. Great vision. Oh, he's been caught napping. Yamal. Messi. Now it's Messi. He's on it. Can he get away? 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Lucas Vazquez. Come backwards here. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now that looks a decent ball. That's the keeper's ball. Well read, nice interception. Diaz is flagged offside. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Can he get on the end of this?
Kubo.
Now it's Kubo.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Threads one in.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike.
And the potential here for the first goal of the game. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, the keeper, for me, just made that look an awful lot easier than it actually was.
And that is expertly dealt with.
Now then, the ball's come loose.
Now it's Diaz.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Immigresen clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
There will be 1 minute at
Pushed
a time.
us. Kimmich
Kubo.
is looking to influence the game from out wide. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players left frustrated because of poor decision-making and just a general sloppiness. So I'm sure the boss will be getting stuck into his players to improve and improve quickly.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitutions taking place.
The second period is underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Diaz. Messi.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
And it's Lucas Vazquez. Good ball, good take.
And Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Immigresen come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Now it's Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here.
There's the shot!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Diaz actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then.
They've played it short.
Now it's Messi. Immigresen have the chance to go the other way. Zabani kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets.
0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life
The
injected.
attendance for this match was
Yamal gets into a good
52,044.
position. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Messi. And here's Diaz.
Diaz really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Ronaldinho plays it in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's intervened well there. Kubo. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now that's well seen too. This looks promising. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that pass isn't the best. Distributed tidily. Now it's Messi. Oh, good spread. That calls for mild irritation.
Toon clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Diaz. That's a shade optimistic.
Toon truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Messi. Pacho. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Diaz. Kimmich. Yamal. Can he latch on to this? That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Toon really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Terrific effort! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Has he won it? He just might have won it! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
There you have it. The referee says that time is up. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort.
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. And he's intervened well there. Threads one in. Now it's Kaka. Kaka. Oh, this is a very good run. Oh, he's been flattened there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Shevchenko. Pull it. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Now that looks a decent ball. And he skips past his man.
Might want to be careful there.
Lofted upfield. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Kaka. That has been cut short. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. It's Snyder! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Snyder actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Chance here to counter. That's a nicely shaped ball. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Del Piero.
Del Piero really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, played right into his path. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rabiot looking to pass the Hoyland! So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Schneider going forward. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Alessandro Del Piero, another ice-cool goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! That was beautiful, something close to genius.
Oh, that was breathtaking. He'll never hit another as well in his whole career.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Hoyland, nicely weighted ball. Now this could be... Chance, surely! And he hits the net! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
He's on it, can he get away? Rabiot. It's Rabiot! Albertini. That's an excellent interception. That's a little off target. Rabiot. Raspadori. Atalanta have a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? And distance is no problem here. The angle's tight for a shot. It's anyone's ball now. What a throw in. And it's Maldini. Delivered with swing. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Great vision. That ball looks a good one. Akanji kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tries to play it through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kaka. And here's Højlund. And he's had it nicked away. Del Piero, given the lift of his goal. Kaka. That has not gone well. Now he's off and running. It's a pretty loose pass. Akanji goes long. Now it's Hullet. Rabiot. Hullet.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Turan. And it's Rabiot. Højlund. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Cambio di giocatori.
So it's back to business. Now it's Raspadori. That is ended up in no man's land. Højlund. Hullet. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Kaka plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Not the most accurate pass. Kaka. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Pato. He won't be happy with that one. Kaka looking for the run. Now there's a fine ball. Inter Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Now it's Pato. And he welcomes it in. Hullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Kaka. Pass somewhat off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Thinks about the shot.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Ambitious ball here. Chips it through. Pato!
It's hit the crossbar. And there's the shot! And that's off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Aims beyond the defence. Probing pass. That has not gone well. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Kaka. Played into space. And this is Pato. Del Piero. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 19.
So we have movement on both benches.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 18. Il numero 8. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Can he get it through? Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Pato. Zielinski. This ended up in no man's land. And that was nowhere near his best. Platini. He's a sharp little ball here.
Atalanta really are pushing.
Chance for a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Atalanta with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He'll try from distance! And that's a real chance missed. Corner number 2 then. And how did he not put that away? Pinches it off him. Now, can they get him away? Tries a shot! In he goes again! And no! He had to, and yet he could not. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And the counter is on. Thuram cuts out the pass. Now it's Del Piero. Akanji simply refused to be outdone there. Looking for options for movement.
Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Foot in. Platini with the foul. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cross from Maldini. He's had a shot! Cafu wins the duel this time. Bullet is always scanning the pitch for targets. And here's Raspadori, and it's Kaká. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Oh, he's seen that early. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che potete partecipare all'iniziativa per uno stadio migliore. Sostituzione per l'Atalanta.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
Il numero 15, il numero 20.
It's an imaginative pass. Batistuta. Martinez. And here's the chance to counter. And he was quick to react. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he cuts out the supply. Maldini. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Cafu. Kaká going after that. David De Gea. Atalanta disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. It's a pretty loose pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are weak.
And Batistuta! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted. He's having a hit! Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it's Michel Platini. Batistuta. And here's Openda. That's cause for mild irritation. Shapes to shoot! Can he finish? Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Zielinski has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
And it is half-time in extra time. The teams then separated by just one significant moment. How telling will that be? The next 15 minutes will decide. Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? Oh, this looks sharp, and he's got away from him. Looking to play him in. Knocks it into space. Kaká just eases him off the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Not the most accurate pass. De Rossi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, perfectly measured that. Inter Milan could be just about done here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he's decided to go for it. And no, just off target. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Tries to pass it through. And he's worked it through.
Inter really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? So that's it. It is all over. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.